We are live, mate.
Oh, have you not got an intro?
Eh?
Oh, you're shit, you. You've not even got an intro. I thought you'd have like a full-on intro with like
No,
a
I ain't got an intro,
patriotic,
bro.
like, fucking hell, what a fucking amateur affair this is, Jesus. No, I did my first like live through StreamYard tonight on Facebook, and everyone was like, "Where's your intro?" So apparently everyone has an intro, so me and you need to get an intro sorted, mate.
Oh, mate, do you know what, bruv? I'm new to all this game, so it's
Yeah,
like
same,
I'm just going with the flow, mate. Do you know what I mean?
same.
I
Can you
saw,
see the comments if
like,
if people start commenting?
yeah,
You can
you
see
will
all that,
see.
yeah. I
You
can't see
will
that.
see the comments. The comments will come up, mate. They'll come up, mate.
Ah, sound, yeah, yeah, I can
But
see
like I
them there.
say, me and you didn't plan any of this. Do you know what I mean? We ain't told no one we were going to do this, so it's
People will be
literally.
scrolling on the phones now thinking, what the fuck are these two doing? Shawnee Boy and Rich on the national
Yeah,
strike.
they'll be thinking, what are these two doing this time of the night, having a little chin wag, like, do you know what I mean? I'm just
Mate,
like,
how did I never notice before how white your teeth are?
eh?
Your teeth are proper white.
Chelsea,
They're
bruv.
your teeth.
Chelsea, man, mate, how the fuck? Chelsea.
What a guy. What a guy. Mate, what we're going to talk about?
Oh, bruv, just a Monday night chat, bruv. It's casual, mate.
You've
Casual.
been working today.
Yeah, grafting, mate, grafting, bruv.
Mate, have you got heaters in the crane? Because I know in the summer, yeah, you
Yeah,
fucking, you die, don't you?
you have got eaters and that, but they're just, you know, them little crap ones, the little
Yeah.
electric ones. They're them ones.
Did you ever, you must have done like stag or done guard when you were in the army, yeah?
Yeah,
Did you ever get
yeah.
those
Gate
little like
duty,
fucking
bruv.
heaters in the guard box? That
Yeah,
like in front of them, like for the first like
oh, mate.
30 centimeters in front of them were like
Mate,
proper hot, and then everything else was freezing.
worst time, mate. Getting woken up, mate, for stag, mate, like 3 a.m. on the front gate, mate. Like, oh, and it's on a Saturday night, mate, and you're on a Saturday night, mate, you're on the gate. Like,
Oh, and all your mates are rocking up, pissed out
yeah,
their heads, mate, at like 2 a.m, loving life, and you're fucking stood on the
yeah.
gate, stagging on, hating every second of it. We used to
Oh,
do
bro.
the last regiment I was at. We did what did we do? So it was a month long of guard, mate, yeah,
Yeah,
and it was 24 hours on, 24 hours off. So you'd do 4 on the gate. And in that 24 hours when you were on,
yeah.
you do 4 hours on the gate, 4 hours off, 4 hours on the gate, 4 hours off,
Yeah.
and you do that for
Oh,
24 hours, mate,
mate.
for a
Bro, it was,
month,
mate,
day on,
it
day
was
off. It
the
was
worst. Like,
awful.
oh, when people say, oh, do you miss it? Like, I'm like, yeah, there's certain aspects that I miss. Like, I miss, like, the banter with the boys and that, and getting pissed up in the block and having block
Yeah.
parties and that. But, like, other than that, mate, no, I don't miss, like, standing on a gate all night freezing my bollocks off, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Mate, there were some awful things in the
oh,
army, weren't there? Like,
yeah.
even like you say,
Uh,
stag, like going on exercise in the middle of winter and just spending like 3 weeks in Brecon Beacons, just sat in a
Otterburn,
fucking
mate.
wood block, mate.
Otterburn was my.
Otterburn, yeah, that was
I hated
awful.
Otterburn, mate. Otterburn was the
Hated it.
worst. Do you know what I mean?
Otterburn, Warcop, and yeah, mate, fucking
Yeah.
awful, awful hellholes of a place, hellholes of a place, mate. Have you seen what's recently been said in the past like couple of hours about Tommy's court case and what the judge has done for all the independent media, basically all the people who want to tell the truth outside the courtroom, what the judge has done?
Yeah, I've seen a little I see a little clip about him speaking to a reporter, basically, and where I think it was one of the BBC's reporters basically spoke to the judge or something, saying that Ezra Levant couldn't like report from the gallery or something, like he weren't allowed to report because that's
Oh,
basically.
worse than that.
So, well, all right. Well, I'm trying to catch up. If it all makes up in a work, mate. But
Yeah, mate. So worse than that. So
um,
basically, what the judge, Jack Johnson in the comments. I was in the army with him
go
for
on.
like 6 years ago. He just put cheer stits. So with Tommy, what's happened is all the independent media, so all like your
Yeah,
Martin Gauchis and all the rest of it,
yeah.
whoever it is that's there reporting, the judge has put an injunction on them all and said you're not allowed to report it anymore live. The only people who are allowed to report it is BBC News. And if anybody else does report it, it'll be like contempt of court.
That's
It's
ridiculous.
wild, mate.
Yeah, but that's ridiculous because that's exactly what I saw in a clip from what Tommy said when Tommy turned around and basically turned around and said, "See, this is what they're trying to do. They want to block block us, our side, and only just have their narrative pushed out. But then they won't let us like say like what's going on from our side of the fence. It's just all one sided. Like, and yeah, I think it's crap, mate. Absolute crap. But
It is, yeah. It's like anything that's even sort of remotely truthful. Like I see it all the time now on people's posts. Like anything that's sort of truthful is completely and utterly like, what's the word? Like suppressed, like silenced. And there's only this
yeah,
like fucking BBC News narrative. But saying before on the live that I was doing before, do you feel like things are turning now, or do you think? Because I think a lot of people are waking up, but there's still a lot of apathy at the minute, man. Like,
mate.
I don't know. We were saying on the
Right,
last live, so I
Rich.
didn't know until today. Yeah. So if
Yeah.
10% of people
Mm,
write a letter to their local MP and say that they've got no confidence in them, that should trigger a by-election. That's the threshold, 10%.
mm.
So we were like, how hard must it be, mate, to get 10% of people in a constituency to write a letter? So I think I'm going to get like a what's it called? Put together template
Yeah.
and try and get it pushed out because, mate, 10% people aren't doing it.
Mate, I went down to. Yeah, I've got to tell you this. When I went down to, did I talk to you about when I went down to Trafalgar the other day?
Don't think you have, mate.
When I went down to Trafalgar Square the other day to that Palestine Action march that they were doing down there, right?
Fuckers.
Bruv, I've never met such hostile people, mate. Like
Yeah.
from the, do you know what I mean? From the left and like, all the Palestine supporters and all that stuff, mate. I was going up to them, right? And I was literally polite as pie, polite as anything. Yeah, I was going up to both sides of the fence. I was going up to, I was going up to right wing, and I was going up to, all Palestine Action mob and all that, right? And I was basically, and when I approached the Palestine Action, like, yeah, I was basically went up to them, and was like, going, "Oh, excuse me, you're right, ladies. Do you mind having a couple of minutes to talk and stuff like that?" And then I just stare at, like, just giving me like dirty looks and that, just going, no, you fuckers, and all this lot. And I'm just like, what? And then she was like, what? I was like, I'm just down here to report, like, independently document and report like what's going on, because obviously this isn't going to get mainstream coverage because they don't want to report on all this stuff because this is an illegal demo. And I remember when when I had done that live, I lived for about an hour and 45, and I see this woman down there. Sorry, there was another woman, and she was basically calling the Met Police Nazis, right? Because they when I was down there, the Met Police were constantly just like carrying out all the like OAPs, mate, like British OAPs. And mate, there was like, I swear to God, I saw a woman that she must have been at least in her early 80, like about 82, 83 years old, mate, literally, like, and their cat and the old Bill were like carting them off out of there. But I never saw the Met Police nick any of the youth, like anyone like younger who'd be more physical, like that, like could like put up a bit of a struggle and stuff like that. It was always the elderly that they were nicking. Obviously, like the elderly from the Palestine Action like side, yeah, that they were there in support of. But at the same time, how like as they were getting carted away, like you had all of the Palestine Action supporters literally like clapping them, right, and calling them heroes, mate, because they like for getting like carried out by the old Bill. And I'm thinking, are you having a laugh, mate? Like they're calling them
Yeah.
heroes, Rich. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, they're fucking scumbags. They're fucking
Mate.
scumbags. They push this narrative, yeah. You look at like, I'm just going to answer a question really quickly. So, because Paul King has said, can we
Oh
just ask
shit,
the
mate.
King to
Sorry, I
dissolve
keep forgetting
Parliament?
you.
Nah, mate, sorry. Paul King has said, can we just ask the King to dissolve Parliament? So I'll just dissolve government. I'll just touch on this quickly. 2011, it all changed. The King doesn't have, the Crown doesn't have any power. The King cannot dissolve Parliament. It is that simple. In 2011, it all changed. So the King can ask the Prime Minister if he would like to dissolve Parliament, and the Prime Minister can tell him to go fuck himself. It's that simple.
Yeah.
So that's, I just wanted to answer that because so many people ask that question, but so many people don't realise that the king literally cannot dissolve Parliament. He can ask them to dissolve themselves, essentially, but he can't. He can't do it. Yeah, mate. These lefties are just like, look at UTK. Yeah, it was put out as like the most ultra right wing, like Nazi fascist march. Mate, it was the most, to be surrounded by that many people and feel so. I've got bad fucking like social anxiety, not to sound too like woke and all the rest of it, but when I'm around big groups of people, mate, I don't like it. I swear I feel on edge. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, but
I
bruv,
felt so
bruv,
comfortable
listen, mate,
the
don't, yeah,
entire day.
yeah, but bruv, I'm the same. I'm the same. Um, like, I get a little fit. Like my major thing is, I can't have too many people looking at me, like when I'm talking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hate it, mate. Hate it. Like as in like, like, do you know what I mean? In person, like, do you know what I mean? I couldn't stand up on a stage and do a speech, mate, because I'd
But that's why
freeze.
you should. That's why
Yeah,
you should.
I would freeze, bruv. Do you know what I mean? This is a bit more like, this is like baby steps for me, because obviously, like I can't see loads of eyes looking. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it's on a computer and it's between me and you, but all I'm seeing is obviously just you, and obviously just a wall of text just from people commenting or whatever. But that's a lot better for
Yeah,
me
yeah.
in a way, because it's
When I
easier
did
to
me
deal with.
first, when I did my first lot of protests for the national strike, obviously I had one in my home city, Chester, and I got there, mate, and there must have been about 300 people there, something like that. Turned the corner at the town hall, and they were there, and I was like, "Oh God, this is." But I've always had social anxiety. I've always been really bad with like just crowds, mate. I don't like it. Feel on edge. And halfway through, they went, "Oh, when are you doing your speech?" And I was like, "Fuck, I've
Yeah,
got to do a speech. I've got to do a speech." And I stood up there, mate, and my knees were like fucking going. I was shaking, mate. Awful, absolutely awful. But that's why you've got to do it, because you've got to push yourself.
yeah.
But at the UTK, yeah, considering there was, I mean, I know Tommy said 3 million. I don't want to like, I don't think it was. I think it was definitely
I don't.
around about the million
I think
mark.
it was around about 1.5,
Yeah, around the million mark,
two at a
mate.
push. 1.5
Yeah,
to 2 at a push.
I've never felt that fucking safe amongst that many people. Like, you could, at one point, mate, you couldn't move. Like, you were squashed into like, it
Which,
was wild. And you know what, mate? I just thought, nah, this is sound. This, everyone was lovely, mate. Everyone was so nice. Like, it was
mate,
just, mate,
get a
what
load
a
of
day,
this.
what a
Get
day.
a load, bruv, get a load of this, right? When I was going across the bridge, right, it started to piss down with rain, yeah,
Yeah,
and I
same.
was,
You
I
must
was
have
like,
been like just ahead of me then, because I was just
no,
before the bridge. Yeah,
listen, I
when it's,
was, I was, I was live streaming, yeah, I was live streaming, and I was going across the bridge, right, and I was with a few of the guys from the community, right, from the Uncensored Patriots community, right, and my co-host Karen and their other half Mel, um, and started pissing down with rain, and I had my live on and all that lot, right, and this other patriot literally just like come out of nowhere and go and went, "Here you go, mate." She gave me his umbrella, and I was like, it's like quality. He was just sitting there going, "Yeah, mate, got to save the life, haven't we?" Like, didn't even know who he was or anything like that. He's like, "Got to save the life, haven't we, mate?" I was like, "Get up there, bro." And I was just
mate, it
like,
was unreal.
umbrella. I
It was
was like,
unreal. And
"What a
these are the
legend!"
people
You
we're
know
all
what I mean?
warned against. These are the
Sorry?
Nazis and the fascists and the dregs of society. Do you know what I mean, mate? How many arrests were there that day? It was like, I think it was like, I want to say like 20. I think it was 23. Was it something like that? And like 19 of them were from the left. Like, it was wild for that many people to be there
But there was,
for so
I
few
didn't,
arrests.
honestly, when I was there, I didn't see, there was no like ag, there was no ag nowhere. I didn't see no ag anywhere. Um, like, I mean, people were getting frustrated, obviously. Like, I mean, I remember when we was going all the way down to make it to near the, to near like where
Hello,
the stage.
Carl. Hello, Carl. I'm just saying hello to someone in the comments. Yeah, go on, mate. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, sweet, bro. And we was going on the way, trying to make it down towards the stage and stuff. But you couldn't get down there and that. And then they were sending you back and the police have set up a crush zone and all that lot.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And then obviously you see so many people just getting frustrated with it. Fucking, do you know what I mean?
Well, the thing was, yeah. So this was the other thing. So like, what happened was, me and my little lot, we just got over the bridge. We went like Bruce Unfiltered was with us, Swano Adventurous Swan. I had Viv with me. We'd all got over. Brucey managed to like end up at the front, mate. He was at like the front of the stage. He was giving like he was
Yeah,
having like interviews with Dan Wootton and stuff. But the rest of us, by the time we got over the bridge, what they then did was they closed it off in front of us. Then they closed it off to the right and left of us, so we were stuck. But then they didn't close the bridge. So everyone just kept ramming in, mate, ramming in and ramming in from the back. It was like trying to fill a tube that like had an end on the. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then what happened was, because people were still coming, mate, it just created this like stampede effect. And essentially, what happened was all these people at the front, whether they liked it or not, mate, they were getting pushed into the police.
mate.
And then cameras just appeared from nowhere, and it was like, and that ended up on the fucking mainstream media of people pushing the police, and that's not how it started. These people were being pushed into the police. It was wild.
Mate, I mate, I had mate, I Rachel Halliwell was with me, right? Good friend, and mate, I was literally, I was waiting at the I was at obviously when we come out the out of Blackfriars, I was waiting outside the train, outside the station. I was waiting for a few more of the guys and that, like to rock up and that before I set off and that. Mate, I was constantly like, I was holding Rachel's hand around everywhere, making sure I didn't lose her. Do you know what I mean? Because the crowd was so like dense. Do you know what I mean? Like I kept on losing my co-host Karen. It was like saying out of a fucking soap, mate. I was literally going, Karen, Karen. I was literally like, do you know what I mean? Making sure I could, like, I knew where she was and like knew where, like, you know, everyone was and all that. Because I didn't want to lose anyone. Do you know what I mean? Did lose a few people, but it was a really good day, mate. I really enjoyed the day anyway. Like, I mean,
It was brilliant, mate. I just wish we need a follow up to it, and I think we need it soon, mate, to just keep that pressure on. It's nothing I've not said to how would I word this? It was in the news for 3 days, and then it vanished. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was a brilliant day, mate. It really fucking was. It's just, yeah, I'm just of the opinion now. I think we just need to be not more extreme, but where do we go from here, mate? Do we just keep protesting, or?
Yeah, but bro,
I do genuinely think we need a strike. Like we need a week of just mass non-compliance, mate.
Yeah, but Rich, this is what you got to understand, yeah, is they keep calling us like racist.
Hanson, yeah,
right, racist and like do you know what I mean? Like thugs and like this, that, and the other. And it's like that's all they ever come out with, or oh, you're a Nazi, like you Nazi scum and all this shit. And I'm like it's all they ever say. Oh mate, it's all they ever come up with. Do you know what I mean?
Just the comments. Yeah, it's constant, mate.
Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, so is that what we've got to say? What? And they literally, and I made this point before, they're literally rocking up, calling out all of us racists and Nazis because we're concerned for the safety of our children, the safety of our, do you know what I mean, of our women and our children. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing,
because they have to do everything they can to try and discredit the very people who are trying to save this country, because that's all they have is to try and control the narrative, and it's failing. It's failing massively.
But this is what I've been trying to say for ages. It's like, why, like, how can you like, what sort of thought process are you going through to like think that people that are like concerned for the safety of, you know, women and children, you know, especially their own children, like, right, from, you know, these illegal migrants that are coming over here in droves, like, you know, by the boatload, day in, day out, don't know where they've come from, right? It's been proven that, you know, some of these illegal migrants that come over on a boat have been affiliated with ISIS and other terrorist groups and stuff, and yet and yet because we're wading through the bullshit and we can actually see this, right? Because obviously, you know what I mean, like, you know, we're not just following, like, you know, what they're crap they're feeding us on TV, because people don't, let's be honest, people don't tune into the mainstream news anymore. People go to fucking hell, they jump on X, don't they? But obviously, still be like, you know, there are still some accounts that just push out drivel and that ain't factual. And like, you need to just fact check what you're reading before you go along with, you know, what you're reading. But at the same time, you 9 times out of 10 you get news on X before you do, like, before the mainstream gets it. Do you know what I mean? Because half the time,
Yeah, and you get it in the right way as well. So like,
it because it doesn't fit their narrative that they're trying to push out to people. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, 100%. And also the news on X, it tends to just be like, boof, here's the information. The news on like the BBC, ITV, Channel 4, even GB News now, mate. I think GB News is fucking shit. Some of this fucking shit they're pushing now, honestly, mate. Yeah. I think GB News is like, look, I think it's just Farage TV now, and everything seems to, every time there's like a breaking story on GB News, they'll always try and turn it into how like Nigel Farage can make everything better. Do you know what I mean? That they'll say, oh, the migrants, but Nigel Farage has said when Reform get into power in 4 years. So I'm just like, I'm quite wary of that. But they all give like an opinion, and it's always an opinion based on like who's funding BBC News, ITV, Channel 4, GB News, etc. Because they all have their own opinions, and you can tell there's always a narrative being pushed. What I love about the news on X, yeah, it's not always completely accurate, because for the first like hour or two, for example, like the details are still being worked out. But what I love about X is the fact that whenever a news story hits X, it's just like, here's the information we've got at the minute, and then you can just decide for yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
100%.
I think it's definitely I mean, look, I've been doing this for 6 months now. Yeah, I'm not like a big player. I'm not. But on our live tonight, we had 10,000 people watching on Facebook. Well, I looked at GB News, and on their social media, their YouTube and their Facebook combined, they've got 4,000 people watching at the same time. So, and I'm a nobody. I started 6 months ago. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got a minor fucking online presence. So, and I know everyone says it, mate, but we are the media now, and we are the future of the media. You look at like Craig Houston on YouTube. Fucking
He's
amazing,
brilliant.
mate.
I love
content
Craig.
he puts out.
Love Craig. Do you know
Yourself,
what?
mate, Uncensored
Do you know what?
Matrix every single day.
Every now and then, I always approach Craig when I need a bit of advice within regards to like YouTube and all this thing, because this
Very clever man.
yeah, because this is a complete new game to me. Do you know what I mean? All this stuff on here, all the social media stuff and all that. But like, do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, this is like, you know, I'm like exactly what you just said to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're just like, we're little fish in it. We're two little drops in an ocean, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not.
Yeah.
I'm like not thin big or whatever. But like, I haven't set out for anything. I'm just literally like I said to you from the beginning. I just, you know, I was up my crane, and then I was bored, and there was no work going on, so I just sat there doing nothing. I just fucking jumped onto X and that. Because I found out Elon like bought Twitter, and then I jumped into a space, and then I discovered Spaces, and I was like, I like a bit of this, because I'm actually coming across people that are on the same political spectrum as me, and it's actually quite refreshing, because I find it quite hard to bump into people. Do you know what I mean? In everyday walks of life, and that you know, in the same political mindset, because it's like, no matter what way you go about it, there is still such a high percentage of backwards lefties, mate, that just are all into their wokeness and their woke
Do you know what,
bullshit.
mate?
And
Lefties are like 1% of the population.
literally, do you know what I mean?
Lefties are 1% of the population, mate. I promise you. You see them at these protests because they get funded. They get shipped in the back of, literally in the back of police vans. They get taxis in and out in the form of the police vans. They get funded to be there. They get given professionally made placards and signs. They get told where to stand, what to say, and how to fucking say it. And then they're online. That is it. These lefties, mate, are 1% of the population. What's even worse than the lefties, and I don't mean in terms of people's character, I mean what is worse in terms of the damage it's doing to our movement going forward, are the people who are somewhere in the middle, and they don't research, they don't look into things, they don't come away from BBC News, they just wake up in the morning, they go to work, and I'm not dissing anyone for this, but this is the truth. They get up in the morning, they go to work, they do their shit job, they come home, they make loads of money for their fucking boss and the company that they work for, and then they sit down in front of Netflix. And the next day they do it again and again and again. And then at the weekend, they look forward to the days off. The husband goes and watches the local footy with the son, and the wife goes and sees the fucking girls, and they build like fucking reefs or whatever it is women do, yeah? And that is life. And when you approach them and you say, the WEF, WHO, Bill Gates, the Fabian Society, you need to look into Keir Starmer, what's happening. You need to look into digital ID. People just go, oh, and it's too much for them. That is far more dangerous than any lefty.
Can't stand him, Rich. Can't stand that Starmer, mate. I hate him, mate. I hate the geezer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quite funny though, seeing him getting mugged off today by Trump.
Oh, I've not seen it yet. A load of people were saying about it in the comments before on my last live.
Mate,
Swano, if you want to jump on, mate. I know you've probably sampled. I won't say it because he probably doesn't. Just forget I said that. It's live. Swano, if you want to jump on, mate, you're more than welcome to jump on. If that's all right with you, Shawnee boy. It's not even my live, it's yours. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, of course, mate. Yeah, who's it?
Swano, his name's Adventure of the Swan. He's very big on TikTok. I think he's got like nearly 100,000 followers across all his platforms. I might be wrong. I think it's there or thereabouts. But the guys, he's how would I word this without sounding? He is the nicest bloke you'll ever meet in your life. But he's so clever and he's so switched on and he knows exactly what's going on. He's a massive conspiracy theorist, but it's not conspiracy, mate.
Send him the link. Send him the link via DM, and I can put him on the stage.
Okay, well, I'd love to, mate, but a lot's happened since 9 p.m. That's sound. I know what he means. We'll do it another night, though, Swano. Honestly, mate, if you can get him on, even on your X Spaces, mate, he's such a good guy, he really is.
Do you know what? I actually, mate, this is perfect for me, mate. Like, I actually quite like just having a little chilled out chin wag at the night time. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Mate,
you know X Spaces, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I don't really understand, like, genuinely, I don't know how the fuck I ended up getting the following I got in the first couple of months, because like I don't understand this fucking social media thing. So with your X Spaces, right? Yeah. Can you do video or is it just audio?
No, you can do video, but the video I found it's a bit iffy. Keeps on coming up with issues and stuff, and it sometimes gets laggy and it just throws people out, and then multiple people can't see you or hear you, and it's just ag, mate. So I tend to
just sticking to
go for the voice only, and you pretty much get no issues. But I suppose this past couple of days it's been a bit naff, mate. To be fair, but that's just
it'd be quite good if they could sort it out, because then you could do this, for example. Like I could pop up for a couple of minutes, onto the next person. Do you know what I mean? Onto the next person, but yeah. Mate, you've got a mint team on your Spaces, haven't you? On your X Spaces. So there's quite a few people watching on Facebook at the moment on mine. I've got 2,000, which is quite good for the time of night as well.
That's brilliant, mate.
If you're on X, brilliant. Go over and look at Uncensored Patriots. If you're not on X, please, it can. How would I word this? It's a double-edged sword, X, isn't it? Like, for me personally, mate, I think like people are brutal on X, but you get everything uncensored, unfiltered for the most part. If you're not on X, please get on X. Just for the local news alone, it's so much better, and your eyes will just be opened to what's actually going on in the world. Does that make sense?
100%. Hang on, let me just see if I can just do this quickly. So do that. Hang on. Just Sending this out.
Yeah, Coco Georgia said the BBC receives funds from other countries' governments to push their agendas. Same with Facebook, Instagram, etc. Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing. It's always about money. And all you need is a billionaire or someone who's willing to donate like a chunk of money to say, look, BBC, look, Mark Zuckerberg, I'm going to give you £100 million. However, you need to start saying this on your platform. That's literally how it works, and then that becomes the new truth.
So I've sent it to a couple of the guys and that. So but yeah, no, mate. I was going to say to you, yeah. So with in regards to this, to the next potential UTK rally, I think what was they saying that they think about Hyde Park, don't they?
Yeah, which would be good. I don't know. Look, I think Tommy Robinson is absolutely fucking brilliant. I spoke with him. I speak to people on his team. I've got a good friend who.
The geezer, like, I don't know how the geezer does it. He's like 1,000 miles an hour, mate. Like, I mean,
constant. Yeah,
I'm not like,
yeah.
I'm not being like, I'm not being like, do you know what I mean? Like, horrible, like trying to be horrible or nothing, but I feel like he's got like a bit of ADHD because he's like.
Yeah, he has 100%. Yeah, but I think you have as well. I've got ADHD. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
No,
What's interesting,
me myself. I know that I'm on the spectrum. Like, I'm a bit autistic. Do you know what I mean? Because I've got quite a lot of strong tendencies in that. Like, I get obsessive. Like, do you know what I mean? With certain things, like.
You're quite interesting because, like, whenever we speak, you always, if you've got a point to make, you literally cannot move on until you've made that point. But you also tend to have like 2 or 3 things going through your head at once when you are speaking.
Do you know what, mate? It's what I would like to try and do is to get to that point like that. Sometimes I go around the houses and that too much and that. Whereas like I get quite jealous when I see people, they can just literally just get to the point like that. But sometimes if I'm trying to make a point, I'm like, it takes me like 5 minutes for it to take them like 30 seconds. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like,
Yeah, but
so annoying.
No, I don't think it is. I think I'm the same as you, mate. I ramble. So be completely honest. So when I do my videos, my little like monologues, whatever you want to call them, when I'm doing like my videos for protest strikes and all the rest of it, I write a script because if I don't, I will start talking about Keir Starmer and then I'll end up talking about like Mount Pukachiku or something like that. Like the tangents I go off on are unreal, but you're the same.
Yeah.
But do you know what the blessing is, mate? Is that
Go
a
on.
lot of people, they can train their thought and they can think about one thing at once, but then they're very much like in a box because they're just thinking about that. Whereas a lot of people like you, especially, a lot of people with like ADHD or like, and I mean, I've got qualifications in psychology. I'm 2/3 of the way through a psychology degree. I had to stop it because I'm doing this. I was doing it part-time, Open University. What's interesting about people like you, I suppose myself, because I personally, yeah, I've got ADHD, but it is what it is. We tend to be able to think outside the box, or not even outside the box, but we tend to think of things that other people wouldn't usually even contemplate. So actually that ability to be able to like think about all these things at once and think about things differently, and then your mind wanders and it goes off to something else. It's actually like a bit of a superpower because it allows you to think of things that other people wouldn't even normally consider. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. Sorry, who have you got in here? I'll quickly respond to some of it. Ronnie Mack. Hello, mate. Ronnie Mack, John Bennett. All the Facebook lot, I'm not going to have a clue who they are because I'm not on Facebook. So.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know what.
No.
Let me just check.
Yeah. So I say, because I've gone in here. Let's have a look. Yeah,
Oh,
mate.
so I can't see the insights on Facebook because it's your 3,400 currently watching on my Facebook.
Right.
But I mean, it's 10:15 at night, mate.
It is. People got work, but don't matter. This was spontaneous anyway. We didn't plan to do
Yeah.
this. We just fancied a chat. But I
So
like.
what actually happened was, because you're not telling the truth there completely, are you? What actually happened was,
Yeah.
so
Where
me and
have you
Shawnee boy were
gone?
messaging on WhatsApp,
Where have you gone?
and
Where have you gone?
am I back?
No, you're frozen, bruv.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't. You're like video cameras still.
Huh? Reconnecting. Oh, it's saying my camera's been disconnected.
Try and reconnect it, but I can hear you.
Do you know what I might do?
Or you can either do that or just come back in, like exit and come back in. Oh, you're back.
I'll just do that. Is that all right? I'll just do that.
Yeah.
It's my laptop. It was connected to my phone, but it's fine. We'll just do that instead. Yeah. So what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah. So we were messaging before on WhatsApp, weren't we? And I was like, "Fucking, I'm pissed off. I'm fed up. I'm getting," because it is like I was saying this before on the live on that we were doing before. Like this, what we're doing. I know to a lot of people, it's like, "Oh, you're just on social media. You're just sort of gobbing off. You're just sort of like
Mate, I wouldn't even
essentially reiterating the news."
I don't even class myself as that. I don't even class myself as a social media influencer or whatever.
But you are, because whether you
Yeah,
like
but
it or
it's
not,
Yeah, but it's not a full-time gig. Like I work up cranes. I'm a crane operator. That's my bread and butter, mate. So this
100%,
is
I get
like
it. But do
all of
thousands
this.
of people every single week see
All
what
of
you're
this.
saying and doing?
Say again.
Do thousands of people every week see what you're saying and doing? Were you not stood with Katie Hopkins a couple of weeks ago giving her an interview? Like,
Yeah,
you are
yeah,
a social
yeah,
media
but
presence, whether you like it or not.
yeah, but mate, that when I had that interview with Katie Hopkins and that, I think that was like I had a stroke of luck that night, literally, to even have that interview with her. Especially with Ant Middleton as well, because when I sat down with Ant, I'd done an interview with Ant Middleton. So what was it? I done Ant first, then I'd done an interview with Katie. She's lovely, mate. Like massive fan of hers.
Yeah, same.
Very intelligent, very intelligent. And then and then I had one with Don Keefe. Don Keefe's another bloke. He's a lovely bloke. Got a lot of time for him as well because he's yeah. A lot of people do say about him is he's so patriotic towards towards the UK as well as his own country, because he flew. I mean, look at him, like he flew all the way over from the States to support Tommy on his case from today, didn't he? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have you frozen your
Mate,
camera?
we could do.
What are you doing to your camera, bruv?
No, it's just, I don't know what's going on.
What did you do a minute ago to make it come back?
Well, I just, it's trying to reconnect to my phone. Why is it doing that?
Have you not? There you go. Are you on your Wi-Fi? Hello.
Yeah.
Mate, you got one of them big.
Can you see me?
You got one of them massive microphones that come up like big arms on it.
Mate, this so it was second hand. I got it on eBay for £42. Get yourself on eBay, mate. I was like, I wasn't sure whether it was gonna
be
any good or not.
I've got that, mate. I think this was like
Hold on. Let me come
20
back.
quid, mate, from Argos.
You're not connected to that, you know that, don't you? Your sound's not coming from that.
Say again?
Your sound's not coming through that, you know that, don't you?
Well, yeah, this is the microphone.
Oh no, it is. Yeah, you just tapped it and I heard it go puff, 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 puff. How fair dues. Yeah, you can hear it's fucking 20 quid. No, I think these are meant to be like over £100, but like I said, I got it second hand on eBay. Bargain.
Got the HD camera and I've got the streaming microphone, all for a £1. Bargain.
Fair dues, mate.
Bargain.
Fair dues. Are you going to look at going into like podcasts and stuff? Because I saw your interview with Ben Habib. That was good. I'm going to see if I can try and get Ben Habib on an interview. He's such a good guy, mate. Such a good guy.
He's so polite. Such a polite man. Like when I had him on and I was interviewing him, right, he like stopped dead in his tracks and that. When I mentioned about my dad, and I said, yeah, because my dad's from India, right? My dad come over here from Madras when he was a baby, right, in the 60s with my nan. My nan brought him over here. He had an Indian passport till he was about 15, my dad, right? And he was like, sorry, Sean, what? What, Sean? He's like, sorry, Sean, did you just say your dad is Indian? And I was like, yes, mate.
Was that how he got in there with Ben Habib?
No, it weren't. That's why he was all shocked when he was actually in mid interview. But I basically said to him, "Oh yeah, my dad's Indian, yeah." And so I'm half. He's like, so you're half, Sean? And I was like, yeah, I'm half, mate. Yeah, like my nan,
A far right, half Indian. Yeah.
My nan, my granddad are both from Madras. Like, do you know what I mean? Well, Kerala, place called Kerala in India. But yeah, and then obviously, yeah, and that was that. But he was so shocked about it, he couldn't believe it. He's like, "Because you don't look it, Sean." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I don't." But
Yeah, you're paler than me.
I mean,
And that takes some doing.
I'd say, mate, I've got that vitiligo. I like to call it the fucking.
Yeah.
I like to call it the bloody. I like to call it MJ. Right.
Yeah, he had it. Yeah, my cousin had vitiligo. Yeah.
Yeah, but I say I've got tan skin and that, but like, but you can obviously see the white block going across my head. So
never noticed before.
He's he was really good to have on though. Do you know what I mean? And that went surprisingly well. I didn't think it was going to go that smooth. I mean, I hope
Were
it
you
went
nervous?
smooth. But I had quite a lot of people say, "Oh, you did do well with that one, mate. Like you
did.
smashed that one." So I was like, "That's good then," because
I listened to it. I was driving up to Newcastle for the protest a couple of weekends back, and I thought, I'm gonna listen to Shawnee Boy's interview, and then I put it on. And I was just listening away, mate. No, I thought you did absolutely fantastic. You didn't look nervous, you didn't sound nervous, but were you nervous? Because that's like a big thing in it, Ben Habib.
A little bit, but because I knew it was a big deal because he's a. Do you know what I mean? He's quite a big guest to have on.
He's Ben Habib, yeah.
Well, yeah, he's Ben Habib, and he's the leader of the Advanced UK Party. But at the same time, when I had him on, I spoke to him beforehand before we went live with the studio, and went live to YouTube and to X. So I got to speak to him beforehand, and we sort of my nerves just settled a little bit, and we had a bit of a chat, and then for like 5-10 minutes, and then progressed to doing the live, and then the live went all right, mate. And I was I was happy with that. I was chuffed with how it all went. So, but like I say, it's a learning curve for me though, Rich, because it's all new to me. I said to you this earlier. Do you know what I mean? This game's new to me, mate. So I'm still like learning the ropes on how. Do you know what I mean? All this stuff works. I mean, like I say, this isn't my main job, but this is obviously something I'm passionate about doing because obviously I care. And do you know what I mean? I give a shit about what's going on with our country and the way Labour's running us into the ground. It's like they're throwing our country to the dogs, mate. And that Starmer, every day that I see that geezer walking in and out of number 10, mate, I just keep thinking, how long is it going to be before he gets thrown out, mate? Like, how much more damage does one man have to cause to his own country, right? Which he absolutely despises, like, from what I can see anyway, because why would you keep allowing, the biggest threat to our national security, the boats, to continuously come in, day out, right, with fighting age men, banging, putting them up in hotels at the taxpayers' expense. It's like, why would you do that? And the only reason why you do that is because obviously he's obviously earning a few quid out of it, and at the same time, do you know what I mean? He's doing all these dodgy deals, isn't he, under the table with people. So
Yeah, I mean the guy. Everyone says, "Oh, he's a WEF puppet," but no, he genuinely is. Like he,
of course he is,
as
mate.
far as I'm concerned, he's working with China at the minute to bring down the West, 100%.
Yeah, because what was it? What was it about
A
that?
lot.
That's what was it about that spy case that collapsed? The
Oh,
Chinese
do you know
case,
what?
the
I
case
saw
with the
something pop.
Chinese.
Yeah, I saw something pop up about that today, and do you know what, mate? I scrolled past it. I should have, because a few people have asked me about that. I haven't looked into it. Is the truth?
Yeah,
Um, but a lot of people they go, "Oh, this government don't know what they're doing." Wrong,
mm,
dead wrong. They know exactly what they're doing. Exactly what they're
of
doing.
course they do,
Please do
mate.
not think that this government are incompetent. Oh, Angela Reeves, she's incompetent. Oh, Keir Starmer. Oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Rachel Reeves, exactly what they're doing. They are doing everything they can. They've infiltrated. It's as simple as that, and they are doing everything they can to bring this country to its knees, and it's working. It's working,
Yeah,
but it won't work because the people will rise up. I'm telling you,
but
don't
even
you
with
dare not look
yeah,
here.
even with Angela Rayner though, how she skipped prison for do you know what I mean?
To
For what
be
she did.
fair, to be fair, she did use a professional accountancy firm to handle it all for her, and they said it was all above board, apparently, um, because she then put herself forward to be investigated by, is it the parliamentary investigative people, whoever they are, and then
Yeah,
they come out and said, yeah, she's done nothing wrong, but then there was something else on the back of it. I think essentially what's happened is she's paid an accountancy firm to sort it all out for her because she's in
yeah,
the thick, and she's just done exactly what they've said. And
yeah.
I think that's what she's fallen foul of. But I mean, even morally, mate, yeah,
Mm,
considering she was like housing minister and all the rest of it, morally, she shouldn't really be trying to use an accountancy firm. I think this is the worst thing she's done. This is as far as it goes. She's used a professional accountancy firm to try and save herself some money so that she doesn't have to pay the relevant taxes in a legal way, and it's come back to bite her on the ass because it ended up being that she actually did break the law. She didn't do it directly. It was the firm that did it. But housing minister like Angela Rayner, like, why was she
so
trying to skip out on all the taxes anyway, considering all the money she gets? Like,
for
she can
any
clearly afford it.
British lady, I think he's on next too. Sorry, British lady. Yeah, I'm not sure who you're referring to, mate. But if you're referring to me, then yeah, I am on X. I'm not on Facebook. Um, YouTube, British lady. Yeah. So if you go onto X, it'll be exactly what my name is on my camera screen, Shawnee Boy 89. That's my username for the X, and that'll come up as the Uncensored Patriots main page. Yeah, go on, carry on, bro.
No, that was it, mate. That was it. Yeah,
Yeah, but
your spaces, mate. I'll be honest with you. What is it you call it? The nest, where like,
it's been graft though, Rich. It's not been like it's taken me ages, bruv. Like literally, like
yeah,
how long have I been doing it? Oh, mate, I've been doing it since been doing
the
spaces.
team's
Like,
mega though as well, isn't it? Like the ladies that
mate, I've
essentially,
got the
like, no
most
offense, run it for
amazing,
you.
mate, hands down, I've got the most amazing team. I'm not even
Yeah,
joking. Like
yeah,
literally,
you
like
have.
Kat, Karen, Moxie, Michael,
They're just
Kev.
lovely people as well, aren't they? Like,
Yeah. Nick.
yeah,
Yeah, man. Like, do you know what I mean? It's yeah, I couldn't have like grown like couldn't have grown the movement this big without their help because obviously, like you say, I mean, this isn't my main job. When I'm working, like I'm not even getting involved. They're literally devoting their time and attention into carrying out the conversation every single day, no matter what subject matter is getting discussed on, like whether it be Starmer, Labour, Trump, I don't know, recent events that's been going on with Tommy, and his court case and stuff. Them guys, my main team, are in day out, co-hosting and keeping the conversation running. You know, like I wouldn't have Do you know what I mean? And literally 90% of the work, right, for the movement is carried out by the co-hosts, mate. And I always tell them that I'd never take credit from for their graft, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously what you got to understand is obviously I'm working. So I can't be sitting there talking all day long. I'm working. Do you know what I mean? So that's why no one ever hears me speak. Because obviously I'm busy and working. I've got to pay attention. I've got to do my job properly. So the only time people hear me speak is obviously when I go on a break. I get a break and I'll get, do you know what I mean? I can chill out and I'll, do you know what I mean? Have my sandwich and come and speak. Do you know what I mean?
Does it take its toll on you? Like, because I'll be honest, yeah, mate.
Yeah.
So like when I first started this, so I'm a truck driver by trade. Yeah, when I left the army, I went into driving trucks, and
Yeah.
I was the same as you. So like particularly when I first started this, I was on your X Spaces once, doing like an interview, and I was driving my truck through Liverpool city centre, and it's the class 1, it's the HGVs, and then getting all this set up. I was always doing it on my break, like my lunch break, before work, after work, and it was fucking draining, mate. You've been doing this now for like over a year, something like that, is it? When did you start?
I think not nearly, maybe just coming up to a year, I think.
So
But I only gave, you've got to remember, I only give, nearly a year. Because,
do you find it draining mentally?
Um, uh, it depends because it's like sometimes.
Because you're up the crane, yeah,
Yeah, but
and
it depends.
that's a
Sometimes,
big responsibility.
but
And
I
then
know
on your lunch break, you're
yeah,
doing the Uncensored Patriots. You're not actually chilling out, are you?
yeah, but it depends because it's like it depends on because half the time I feel like I'm not doing enough. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I'm not I'm not talking. You know, I'm not there. I'm not like people don't hear me all day talking. Like, do you know what I mean? It's only like when I like say when I have my break and I get a break. You know, I get 2 breaks a day, and then I can chill out. Come and say hello and get involved in whatever conversations going on. Do you know what I mean? But half the time I feel like I'm not doing enough because I think half the time when I think to myself, what does Sean do? Do you know what I mean? What does Sean even do? Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, he doesn't even. He's not even here. He doesn't even talk anyway. Like, what does he even do? Like with the movement and all that lot. So it just plays on my brain. I'm just thinking to myself, I've got to try. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got to put some graft in. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, right, I've got to start. If I can, obviously, time permitted, because obviously I've got my own family. I'll go out and do a protest like once a month. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, time permitted because I've got my family, man. Do you know what I mean? I've got my family.
Yeah, of course.
So and then obviously I think, right, I'm going to try and beef it up a little bit. I'm going to try and, I went out and spent a $1, got HD cam, I got streaming mic and that. And I thought, and I started paying for the StreamYard, like 33 quid a month or something for just to
So
use
expensive.
this StreamYard app, right? So that's 33 quid a month to use this thing, right? And start doing sort of like podcasts, like streaming podcasts, not obviously in person, do you know what I mean? But like just so I can beef up content, try and get some guest speakers. I mean, I've got some guest speakers in the pipeline that I'm going to have on a streaming podcast. I mean, I've lined up Lilani Dowding when she's about. She's given me the green light. She's given me the thumbs up when she's about. And she's not busy. But she's a bit busy at the minute, so she's going to be a couple of weeks for that. Paul Golding, he's actually going to be the leader of Britain First, but he's I've had him on as a guest speaker a couple of times just on the X Space, but I'm going to go and do a live streamed interview with him, but sat down with him in person. So I'm always thinking like things, just like like just to show people that, do you know what I mean? I'm not being fucking lazy or nothing. Do you know what I mean? I'm literally just trying to like compartmentalize. I'm just trying to compartmentalize the time I have throughout my day. Do you know what I mean? As a working class family man, I'm literally, do you know what I mean? I've got work, then I've got the uncensored patriots, and then when I get in, I've clock in. I'm not, do you know what I mean? I'm in a family mode. I've got to put my dad brain on. Do you know what I mean? Like, partner brain, stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm trying to. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to think right. I need. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be seen that I'm not doing nothing. So this is why I'm trying to just put bit more time into doing what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? Just to show people that I am actually like doing shit. I'm not actually like not doing stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like with the way we are, I suppose the way we think, because we must be quite similar because we both use our voices to speak out when we could have just not done it. You
Yeah.
always, if there's one thing I've learned, mate, you always feel like you should be doing more because what we're doing is trying to work towards improving the country. And so, because we can see the country isn't improving, we naturally think, I should be doing more, I should be doing more, I should be doing. When I
Yeah.
first set this up, what I'm doing, I didn't sleep for 4 days because I felt like I should be doing more. Like I should be speaking to every single rep in every single city for the protest and setting it up for them. I need to be speaking to every single police liaison officer in every single city to get it all set up. I needed to be speaking to everyone to make sure that when obviously we donate flags and all the rest of it, rape alarms now, we're doing rape alarms at the protest so that women and young girls can come and they can get rape alarms and stuff like that. Like you're always thinking, what could I be doing next? Like there must be something else that I should be doing. And I think it doesn't matter what you're doing, mate, you always think, I should be doing more. I should be doing more. There's a lady in the comments who's just put, crazy lady Jane, you provide the space. So this is to you now, Shawnee boy. You provide the space so many people, so you provide the space so people can build community and push themselves out of their comfort zone. It's better than radio or the mainstream media. So this is the thing, yeah. I know you feel like potentially you could be doing more, but actually you're giving people a voice. And just that in itself, mate, is more than enough.
Yeah. I mean, and that's one of the main things. One of the main things I like um, about this platform. Do you know what I mean?
Hello,
So,
Dean. Thank you very much, mate. Wakefield is fucking. It's honestly, mate, you've done so well. So thank you, Dean. Sorry,
Moxie's
Sean.
in. That's right. One of my main man, one of my team, Moxie dons it. He does all my graphics and that. He's a top bloke.
Way.
Yeah. So yeah, like within regards to like doing this platform, I think it's really good because at the beginning and stuff, like I was thinking, is it like, I mean, because obviously I didn't set out to make a movement or anything like that. I mean, I just enjoyed coming on and having a chin wag with people, like-minded people like me, who I was on the same, political wavelength as myself. And I just thought, I love this. I'm going to have a bit of this. Like, this is a bit of me, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then,
Did you feel like you didn't really know why you were doing it, but you just knew that you should? Like it just
well,
felt
yeah,
right to do it. Does that make sense?
well, yeah, because it's when I started getting like, it's when I started getting DMs and that from veterans and that saying, Sean, like, and they've all been close in similarity, where it said, Sean, like, thank you so much for like, doing putting these spaces on like every single day, Monday to Friday, 8:30 in the morning till 5 o'clock. This is like my safe space now, like, and I've had and a few veterans have messaged me the same thing saying, thank you so much, bruv. Like, this does so much for my mental health. Do you know what I mean? Being able to come on and speak to people and have a voice like that will actually sit and listen to me, like. And I thought, yeah, mate, I felt good, mate. Do you know what I mean? I thought, like, that does feel good. Like, it's like there was quite a lot of weight when I read that, and I thought, fucking yeah, mate, I love that. Like, I love the fact that blokes can come and have a chat. Do you know what I mean? Especially if they're, do you know what I mean, in a shitty part in their life, they're going through some shit, and they just want to come on and just want to have a chat and speak to people and offload whatever they've got off of their chest and to actually have people sit there and listen to them. Do you get what I mean? And I felt like, yeah, mate. I thought, do you know what? I love that. I love that. This is a bit of me, mate. Like, it's really like it's really satisfying to know that you know people, that geezers have like can come on and like speak and feel like they're being listened to, like if they're not getting
Mate,
heard when they're at home.
giving people a voice is everything, you know. I remember when I first started, I talk about it like it's a million years ago. It was only in March, but I was about a month in, and I thought, fucking hell, what have I done here? Like, I'm fucking promising people that there's going to be a strike in every city centre, and it's going to be amazing. Oh my god, it might not even work. And then there was a guy, I won't say his name actually, but he dropped a message on Facebook, and it always fucking sets me off. So I'll try not to. But he was a veteran, and he messaged to say, so the morning of when he messaged me, he messaged to say, he messaged me, and he said, "Oh, this morning, I looked my two little girls in the eyes, and I said, be good at school and all the rest of it." He said his goodbyes for the day. Whilst he went to work and they were going to school, but his plan was he was going to go and kill himself. And then he ended up scrolling through social media. He was sat in his car, and one of my videos popped up about, sounds daft on it, about doing the national strike in every city centre and all the rest of it. And I was like, the video, I can't remember it word for word, but like I was making a bit of a laugh and a joke, and I was like talking about like, don't worry guys, stay positive, we'll all unite, we'll all come together, it'll all be all right in the end. And I don't know whether it was true or not. I like to think it probably wasn't, and he probably wouldn't have done it, but he said that video essentially meant that his two little girls still had a dad at the end of the day, and he ended up going home because he felt that fucking lost. And there's so many people like this now in this country, mate. He felt that fucking lost and that fed up, and like there was nothing left, that he was just gonna go and kill himself. And then because he saw my video, one of the first videos that I put up, he decided not to, because it gave him hope. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, although like sometimes you might feel like you're not doing enough or you should be doing more, actually giving people hope is, mate, it's more than enough. It really fucking is. So that always sticks in my head now when I feel like I'm not doing enough, or I do things wrong all the time, mate. I say things wrong. I post something and I think, fuck, I shouldn't have said that. Like,
Yeah.
we all do it, mate. We're all human. Do you know what I mean? But I just think, do you know what? At least, I won't say his name, but at least that's my good deed, if you like. That they've still got their daughter.
Mate,
So at least that's something. Do you know what I mean?
100%, mate. 100%. And this is what it's all about. And do you know what I mean? Stuff like that, mate. Like that's fucking huge, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, just to have a geezer just like message you and just like and to tell
And he
you
still
that,
messages
like,
now.
one
Yeah,
of
he
your
still messages
videos
now.
like
We just
stops him
chatting.
from going out
Yeah.
there and doing that to himself. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's fucking heavy, mate. That's heavy, mate.
Yeah, it is. It's
Do
a
you
lot
know
of
what I mean?
responsibility as well, but it's
That's
obviously it's
heavy.
good that like that at least regardless of what comes of this, whether it's nothing or something, whatever it is, whatever the fuck it is I'm doing at the minute now, at least some good has come from it, is the way I see it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Oh, mate, 100%. But this is what I'm saying, mate. By the way, I think, what can I say? Sorry, sorry, I keep forgetting about these messages. Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah, we need to jump into the comments, because
Right, let's jump into the comments. Thank you for
has anyone got
helping
any
me.
questions? Has anyone got anything that they want to ask Shawnee, me, whatever? I'm not even looking at the comments on my Facebook. Sorry, guys.
You do more than you think, Shawnee. You also have your family priority. I came on the space when
You do, mate. You really do.
Shawnee threw a mic out to chat, and I did come on to promote a festival in August. It's a friendly space. Cheers, mate. Yeah, Crazy Lady Jane's been has been like around for a while on spaces, like from the pretty much nearly the beginning, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? But like, it's yeah, it's mad, mate, mad. The amount of people, because at the end of the day, I keep saying, you're better off if you wanna, if you feel like you're a bit like you've got a bit of shit going on or something like that. I'll make a little bit of a joke out of it. Do you know what I mean? I say you bet instead of bringing up Samaritans, you're better off coming on the space, mate, because at least you'll have genuine, down to earth, decent people that'll actually sit there and listen to you, and they will actually give more of a shit than someone who's, do you know what I mean, just sitting on the other end of a phone line that's, do you know what I mean, put in place to do that as their job. Do you get what I mean?
And you
Like,
got that going. That's what I mean. So like
so it's
you've
like
given people.
it's all about bringing people, like that's the main aim of what I was trying to do. Is just to bring people together, stop all the shit, stop all the fucking, stop all the, do you know what I mean, the arguing, the pettiness, mate. You're not obviously you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win all your battles, mate, because you let them say you're gonna get, you get all these lefties, mate, that are just too far gone with the brain rot. Like as Elon Musk would say, the woke mind virus. Do you know what I mean? Like
And it
some of
is,
them
isn't
are
it? It
too
is.
far
Yeah.
gone, mate. Like you can't get, like, change them people back to being like common sense thinking. And just, that's one thing that I just never get my head around, is the fact that how can people just like, and intelligent people as well, like we're talking about people that would be like doctors and stuff, yeah, how can people like that just adopt that type of mentality where
But those
you
type of
just,
people, they're not
yeah,
necessarily
yeah, but
intelligent. They've just
rich,
got good memories.
yeah, but
That's
rich, no, but what I'm saying is they're just throwing common sense out the window, mate,
yeah.
and they want to, like, they want to just grab all this woke bullshit with two hands, mate, and just like, oh yeah, yeah, we're woke, we're woke, we're woke, like, do you know what I mean? You're all like, all you right wing racists, like, because we're standing up and we give a shit about our you know what I mean, our partners, you know, our children, like we give a fuck, mate. Like, do you know what I mean? Sorry for swearing, by the way, people. I'm trying not to swear, but it just winds me up. But do you know what I mean? Like, mate, I'm sorry, but like, you can't sit there and consistently call people racist just because they care about the safety of their family. Like, you know, you're constantly worrying about your kids, thinking, oh, do you know what I mean? That every moment they step foot out onto them streets, mate, and you're thinking like, oh, I'm not gonna get a phone call. Like, not talking to me necessarily. There's obviously mine still, like, where I can keep my eye proper, do you know what I mean? But for like, you get like 13, 14 year olds and stuff like that, and their mums are thinking, I'm not going to get a phone call. Like, please, I don't want to get a phone call. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and he's not picking up his phone, like my boy or whatever. And because fucking it never used to be like that. When I was a kid, when we, like, I don't know how old you are, but I'm 36. But when I was a kid,
33.
before Facebook came about and all this shit, right? It's like, I was out up and down my road playing on my BMX, sticking a Coke can in the back of my back tyre, mate, making it sound like a motorbike, mate. Being a kid, mate, going up and down, building, like going into some bushes and building a base with my pals, like when I was about fucking 8, like 9. Do you know what I mean? Playing, sat on the side of the pavement, playing marbles, mate, outside, knock down ginger. And the time when you get called in is when your mum would call you and go, Sean, in, time to come in now. And the lamp,
Yeah.
yeah, it's dinner time, time to come in.
Oh
And
yeah,
that was
you're Southern, aren't you? Dinner. Yeah.
and that was my alarm and all that lot. And it was like, or just when the lights cut,
When the lights came on.
the lamp post come on, that's when you know you had to go in. But you would
Mm.
never leave your own road. I'd always be on, no matter how long our road was, I'd be out, but I'd be somewhere on our road somewhere. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be on an X road or something like that. That was the rule. But nowadays you can't do that. You can't, like, I mean,
I mean,
I'd
it
love,
says a lot, mate.
this
Where
is
I
that,
grew up,
I would love for my kids to, like, sort of like, experience the way my childhood was, like where you could
it's
go
gone.
out and actually be a kid. Do you know what I mean? But you can't do that
That's
no
gone.
more. You can't
No,
do
it's
that
gone.
because it's not
And
safe.
if you speak about it, you're far right. you're a racist.
Oh, you speak
The
about
thing is like
you're racist, you're far right, you're this, you're that, you're, oh, fuck, do you know what I mean?
the
Like,
very
I'm
street
bored of
I grew
hearing
up
it.
on. Yeah. So in the past 2 weeks, we're looking at we're looking at essentially doing what the Shield said they were going to do, but didn't because Chris Hargreaves is a fucking wrong un. So where I live, the street I grew up on, mate, we used to go out on a night, just like you just said there, and like, mate, we could get up to anything. We used to go out to like the little woods and like start fires and stuff like that. And then I know you shouldn't, but we were kids. I don't care.
Mm.
In the past 2 weeks, there's been 3 abduction attempts by African males, and this is what the police have put out. African males, one of them 6'7". African males who there's been 3 attempts on kidnapping of essentially little girls and boys at this park where I used to play.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I was talking to my stepbrothers, yeah, and like, so I've got like, I know I'm not rough. I come across a bit poncy, but like my family's quite like a rough family. So on my stepdad's side, all my stepbrothers, my cousins, and all that, they're like, right, we're gonna go out, we're gonna patrol the neighbourhood and all the rest of it. And we were talking today and yesterday, and I was like, do you know what, mate? I miss the days where all we had to worry about was the smackheads leaving needles on the floor in the park. Do you know what I mean? A bit of broken glass. Like now, you send your kids to the park, mate, and it's like, will they be abducted? Will they not be? Will they be hacked up with a machete? Who can say? But if you speak out, if you say, actually, I don't want this, you're
Yeah.
racist, you're far right, you're a fascist.
But this
How
is where
have we got to that point?
But this is where you got to laugh, mate. This is where we just got to start laughing at them, mate. Like, we can't just sit there and just. I'm bored of listening to it.
Oh, I
Like,
don't take it in now when they say it. I'm like,
I,
wait, badge
I
of
let
honour,
it
because
go
it
in
means you're
one
doing
ear and out
something
the
right.
other.
It means you're
I
doing
let
something right if they're calling you that.
Well, yeah. Like, they say it all the time, mate. Now, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I don't
Yeah.
care. Really don't give a shit. Like, that's all you can come up with, mate. Right. But you know what? I regret saying this, mate. Right. I went down to when I was down at Trafalgar Square. My co-host gave me this idea. I should have said to him. I should have said to him when I was going and live streaming. When I was going up to all the lefties and that. I should have gone up to him. I should have gone. I should have said. My opening line should have been, "Excuse me. I just wanted to, as the child of a migrant, yeah, can you ask a few questions for me?"
Why have you not done that?
I
You should
didn't
have done
think.
that.
I haven't thought of it. Because obviously,
You
like,
idiot.
she's writing what she said. I will next time. I promise you. I swear to God. Like,
Mate,
next
you're
time.
half Indian. It's
Yeah,
2025 in the UK.
yeah.
That is your fucking trump card, mate. You need
Mate,
to be using that.
that's gonna be my opening line, bruv. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna go
Do
up to
it.
him and I'm like, excuse me, can I have just a moment of your time, please? As a child of a migrant, I would like to know your thoughts, on why are you agreeing with this? What is your take, on Palestine action? Why do you agree with this? Because I don't agree with it. Does that make me racist? I'm not racist. Far from it. I mean, how can
I've
I be
been so
racist?
tempted, mate, sometimes, yeah, to put up the family tree.
How can you call me racist when I'm half Indian?
Yeah. Well, so on my mum's side,
Sorry, what?
they're
What you saying, mate?
Italian and Egyptian. So it's like, so obviously Egypt, Africa. So like on my mum's side, mate, only technically 2 generations ago, they were all from Egypt. And then they went over to Italy, and then they've come over to the UK, and then my mum ended up shagging a ginger Scotsman, and then obviously I was born, so I ended up like a pale ginger. So like, cheers, Dad, nice one, Mum. I could have been like a nice olive skinned, do you know what I mean? But no, I ended
Yeah.
up fucking ginger and pale. But it's funny because people are like, "Oh, you're a racist," and I think, do you know, on my mum's side, like my dad's side are all from like Sweden, Norway. I did the ancestry thing, so it's all like the Vargarian Vikings they were called, and then on my mum's side, it's like Italy, Spain, and Egypt. That's where they're all from. So it's,
Yeah.
mate, we're all mongrels in the UK. Let's be honest, we are. We're all like Heinz 57, aren't we? But we've either been here for like a generation, 2 generations, or a lot of generations. But it's our fucking UK, mate. It's our Great Britain. We've got values, we've got standards, we've got laws, we've got ways in which we conduct ourselves. And
Yeah.
people who come here who don't want to adhere to those, don't want to call them guidelines. What would you call them? The way you
What do you
conduct
mean?
yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not about race. It's not even necessarily about religion. It's about
Yeah.
the way in which people conduct themselves, and that's all we're saying.
Did I tell you? Did I tell you that I've been on this earth for 36 years, and out of the whole 36 years, I've never not once been religious in any way, shape, or form. But given what's happening to our country, and the fact that our country, was born on, was founded on Christian values, right, and Christianity, I've lent into Christianity, mate.
Same, mate.
So I'm just I haven't got a clue Scooby Doo, mate. I'm literally still reading the Gospel of John, so I'm learning, and that's primarily because I won't sit here and allow, our country to get overtaken by the Islamic community, mate. Like, I'm not having
There's
it.
a really good app. There's one that's the Holy Bible, which is like the app everyone uses, but then there's another one it's called #Bible.
Right.
And it's far better, mate, because I started reading the Bible and I was like, well, this is fucking boring. So I put it down and then I thought, I'll get the audiobook. And then I started listening to the audiobook and I was like, this is just as fucking boring, except now I can hear it rather than read it. And then I got this other app, and what it does is it just sends you like not transcripts, it gives you the Bible in like sections, if you like, and then it explains what it means. And then it's really good. I'll send it to you anyway. But same, mate. My wife, not religious. Me, never been religious. When I started this, it was weird. I said it on a podcast, and everyone said I was fucking mental. I feel like there's a draw to Christianity at the minute. Like a lot of people feel drawn to it, and no one quite knows why. But a lot of us feel drawn to Christianity. But even my wife, she was like, "Yeah, I think we should get our son christened." And that's just not her. Like everyone's the same at the minute, mate. Everyone feels this like draw towards Christianity.
Mate, I'm getting baptized soon, and so's my kids. Like, do you know what I mean? Because I'm not sitting by, mate. I'm not allowing an ideology to take over, like, this country. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and me get sucked into any of it. I'm not sitting there and allowing my kids. My kids are going to be Christian, mate. Fact. 100%. And they're not going to be nothing else, mate, other than Christian, mate. Standard, mate.
Well, what I'd say is, and I sound a bit woke here, let them make that choice. Only in the sense that if you try and force some people into things, sometimes they push back. So I'd just, yeah, mate, just do your thing and, talk about being Christian and all the rest of it, and not let them find their own way, but like, how would I word this?
Sorry, how many do you see on your screen, Rich?
Say again, mate.
How many does it say is on your screen up by the live bar? Is it 979?
How many?
Is it 980 people watching?
I don't know. I've got insights on Facebook. I've got 5,380 on Facebook. That's all it'll show me.
Oh, there you go. So, guys, everyone listening, if you could do me and Rich a favour, if you're enjoying just this casual nighttime talk here, would you all just give the give it a share? And if you're on YouTube, subscribe to the Uncensored Patriots YouTube channel, please. And if you're on
YouTube
X,
as well.
And if you're on X, give it a share, please. I've got it. See, I've got it. I've got this live. So this is good with this StreamYard, because this live is getting projected as a live on the official YouTube channel and on my X account at the same time, and you're projecting it to your Facebook and you're projecting it to your X platform as well. So there's 4 social media platforms between 2 people that, you know, that this live is getting shared simultaneously at the same time. It's good, isn't it?
Sorry, mate. I'm just reading the comments.
So it says for me, right? Oh, here we go. That's good. I didn't know it did that. I didn't know it did that. So I've hovered the mouse over the viewers, right? The live viewers, and it says GBN strike. You've got 400 viewers on X watching. I've got 558.
So there's 1,000 people straight away.
Yeah. The Uncensored
And I'm
Patriots.
tiny on X.
But this is what I'm saying with the YouTube, the Uncensored Patriots YouTube channel, right? It says there's only 10 people viewing via the Uncensored Patriots YouTube, because obviously this is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to build up the YouTube channel, but it's so fucking hard to get the YouTube up there. I mean, I don't even know how YouTube works, mate, in terms of thing, but obviously the Uncensored Patriots all started from X anyway, so that's why, you know, there's like 560, because, like I say, you know, this is where it all started from. It started from X, so that's just going to happen that way. Do you know what I mean? And from your Facebook, you've got 32 people watching from Facebook.
Who's that? Who has? Sorry.
I'm not too sure, but didn't it quite surprise you though, bruv? Well, I suppose it's 11 o'clock at night, but still, you've got how many subscribers, how many followers you've got on Facebook? You've got like over 100,000 people. Out of 100,000 people, you've only got 32 watching.
255,000 on Facebook now.
Why don't you share?
On my Facebook, on my analytics, it says there's 5,504 currently watching.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, maybe share this, if you can, to your Facebook wall, if you can, and say, I'm live chatting to Shawnee Boy from the Uncensored Patriots. Come and have a listen. We're just having a casual chat about this, that, and the other. Do you know what I mean?
I mean,
Nothing
I could,
serious,
mate, but
nothing serious.
I was looking to go once we got to like an hour and a half.
Well,
I'm going to be up at like 6.
Mate,
Can I just before we just move on, because this fucking winds me up. So a guy called Samuel Runyon has put, "It's your fault. You gave up on weapons, meaning guns. This is what everyone's done. This is what everyone does. Now you have to take your..." So I have got shotguns. I've got rifles. Like, I've got my firearm certificate, my shotgun certificates. Like, you can have guns in the UK. No one's given up their guns. Shawnee, have you got a gun license?
No, but I want to get one.
Mate, apply for it, seriously. I go out clay shooting all the time. It's a wonderful sport.
You need 2 people to give you a character reference.
Yeah.
Who have known you longer than 2 years.
Yeah. We go way back.
They're not friends or family.
Huh. Me and you go way back, so there's one.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, honestly, I encourage everyone, go and get your shotgun license at a minimum. It takes like 2 months. It's like 30 quid at the doctor's to get a fucking sheet signed. Send it off to your local police force. It might be another 40, 50 quid, depending on the force. And then you've got it. And you can buy shotguns for like 50 quid off Gun Trader.
By the way, big up Moxie for his amazing artwork for the Uncensored Patriots. Look at that beauty, mate. Look at that.
That's cool.
Do you know what I mean? So big up Moxie Don. If you want graphics, go to the man. He's actually sitting in the comments. So big up yourself, Moxie. Top man for the graphics. But yeah, within regards to this this big peace deal that's just happened, right? Mm-hmm. What was this shit? What was this shit? I wanted to say this shit. What was that shit that happened earlier today where there's a caught wind of something about there was an explosion in Egypt in a military camp, and it's saying
Mate, I've not seen that either.
as world leaders, like, or something, where
Seen
world
that.
leaders usually go to meet or something like that. And obviously that sorry, in Cairo, I think. Obviously, I don't know how much substance of the story there is, but there was a quite a large array of accounts that were sharing that same story. But I just want to try and hone through all the bullshit and see what's fact and what's not. Do you know what I mean? Is it coming up for you? Type in Egypt explosion on your search bar on X. It should come up. I'm telling you now, mate, it's literally on there, and it's got a video on there as well. So if you type in,
Mate, we've got a sensitive content thing over the over our live.
we got what?
Sensitive content over our live. I've just scrolled past the Uncensored Patriots. It's got how do I get it back? I've just clicked on it to show. But we had a sensitive content thing over our live.
Show me.
Fuck knows. Egypt explosion. Oh yeah, explosion in Cairo.
Told you.
Unidentified military installation.
Evening, Lorraine.
Ahead of the peace summit that was reportedly due to an
She's
incident at a
Lorraine.
quarry.
Mate, we've got like 600 people watching through my X at the minute. So
Jesus. I know. I'm gonna have to go in a minute.
what do you make of this explosion in Egypt?
I think we're going to see a lot of stories like this now over in sort of like the Middle East, in Africa, and different places like that, because now the whole like Israel-Palestine thing's essentially come to a head.
Yeah.
They need something else, mate. What's it going to be tomorrow when you turn the news on? Do they drag Russia back up again? Because that all went deadly silent, didn't it? As soon as like Israel and Palestine kicked off, all of a sudden Russia wasn't and Ukraine wasn't a thing anymore.
Yeah.
So they're going to need something else. So it's probably in that sort of vein, mate, of
Here you go.
just pushing the new thing.
There you go. The Constant Garden said it is fine on my account, no sensitive content flagged. What you'll probably find is in your settings on your X, yeah, you might have a setting turned on or something where I don't know, I can't remember. There's some setting in there, and because
that helps. Thank you.
ChatGPT it, mate. Right? Use ChatGPT.
You might have some setting, yeah, that fucking I don't know, but you might fucking have it. All right, no, yeah, nice one, cheers, mate.
Just have a look, you twat. It's in there.
I don't know what the fuck you want me to look for. All you said was, "Oh, you might have a fucking setting, yeah, where fucking this fucking yeah, fucking." Just have a look, yeah. I don't know what it is, but fucking yeah.
It's
I'm
in
literally
there.
in settings, mate, just waiting for you to say something.
Oh my god, mate, wait there.
What does it do?
I'll look for you, mate. Yeah.
So I have to fucking deal with it, you know.
Right, literally. Right.
If anyone's just tuned in, they're just watching us. Just
What? Right, here you go. Yes, on X, formerly Twitter, you can adjust your settings to stop it from flagging posts as sensitive content when they aren't. Here's how to do it. Go to x.com, log in your account, click on more in the left sidebar or whatever, settings and support, settings and privacy. Navigate to privacy and safety, content UC. Make sure the option display media that may contain sensitive content is checked, turned on.
what?
Yeah. So basically, if it thinks that something's sensitive, even when it might not be sensitive, it will come up as sensitive on your thing, on your page. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's not
So
giving me
just
the option for that though.
turn the toggle and then you're sorted, mate. Bosh. Have some of that, mate.
I shall have a look into it.
Do you know what I mean? So even Crazy Jane said there is like a restricted mode in your setting. See, they know. See, everyone's jumping on it. It's the setting that sets the setting, which sets the settings to stop the settings that set the settings. That's you, mate. You're a bad influence,
Can't
mate.
fucking deal with you lot.
That's you,
Honest
mate.
to
You're a bad
fucking
influence, mate. You
Jesus
started her
wept.
off, mate.
Mate, you fucking. This is what he does, yeah. So
So
a
basically,
WhatsApp message will pop up every now and again.
You go in here and you fucking do that and you
Just fucking press it, yeah, and then
press
fucking, do you know what I
it,
mean? Just fucking press it, fucking turn it off or turn it on, whatever you want to fucking do, and then fucking Bob's your uncle, Fenny's your aunt. Start fucking whinging. This is what he does, yeah. So every now and again he'll send a WhatsApp message and he'll be like, Rich, right, mate, I've been fucking thinking, yeah, so I reckon, yeah, what we could do, yeah, just fucking get it sorted, mate. Do you know what I mean, right? I'll speak to you later, mate. Ta-ra. All right. Oh, nice one, Sean, yeah, good one. Ring me, mate, share this post, mate. If you shared the post, mate, you're going to share the post, mate, share this post. It's fucking 3 a.m. and then he starts ringing you, shared me fucking post. Nightmare. Listen, mate, I'm going to go because I'm dying for a poo and it's 11:15. So I will, and I'm pretty sure my wife's banging on the wall as well. She's trying to get her head down, bless her, so.
No, it's been
I'm going
emotional.
to love yous. I'm going to leave yous. And no doubt I'll speak to you tomorrow, mate, when you want me to share one of your posts or something.
Shut up, you mug. Right, come on in.
Right.
Let's go.
Love yous.
See you in a bit, mate. Bye.
Ta-ra.